Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some more Little Cup battles. We're going to be focusing on Budew and Stunky. Stunky is going to be Shadow, and it does have Frustration TM'd away. Now, before we get into the commentary, I just want to clear a few things up for you guys really quick. In my last video talking about Pokemon Home and Pokemon Go and how it works, you can get the Meltdown box every 3 days if you do transfer a Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home, and you will be able to continue that process and gain those candies for the Meltan. And now another question was, are you okay, Poke? You don't sound too good. Well, I recorded that video around 2:33 in the morning, so I'm perfectly fine. I was just a little tired and I needed to be a little bit quiet too because I do have neighbors. So just wanted to clear the air up on that. Everything's good to go, and I wanted to make sure you get those Meltan boxes. Now, Budew is pretty awesome. It does have Razor Leaf and it's doing a lot of damage. All right, so we're going to be pairing it up, of course, with the Why Not. We're not going to be going with any Bronzor. Forget that nonsense. I mean, if you're using that, that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to down talk on anything. We're just going to showcase something without it, because when you use Bronzor, a lot of the matches lead to they just time out. They're just way too long. Yes, it's a magnificent Pokemon for this cup. It's the best, obviously. But you can win without it, right? And there's no like hard struggle to get to rank 10. I mean, if you get there really fast, you know, cool on you, man. But I'm going to have a little fun here and use some of the Pokemon that I invested over 1 million Stardust on, right? So as we take a look at these battles here, let's go ahead and start the commentary. We're going to be met with a Bronzor. So this is horrible because we are going to be part poison type, so we will be taking super effective damage from the confusion. So what we're going to go ahead and do is swap into our Why Not. Sure, we could have went into Stunky and we would have been doing super effective bite damage, but they would have simply swapped out and they could have swapped into, like, say, a Dino or a Charm User, in which it's going to be game over and not looking great. Now, even though the Dark Bite is going to be resisted by Dark types, it's still doing a good amount of damage because Shadow Bite is no joke. So we're up against the Bronzor here, just wearing it down. They're staying in this fight. Doesn't look like they want to go anywhere. And finally, they're going to be swapping into their own Why Not, and we're going to go ahead and go right into our Stunky here. Now, since we are going to be part Poison type as well as Dark, the counter is not going to necessarily be doing super effective damage. It is going to be doing neutral, and it is still going to be digging in. But as you can see, the bite is absolutely ripping and tearing, and it's just putting in work here. Able to take down the Why Not. And in comes the Dino. I don't think this is going to be looking too good for us. We're going to come back in here with the Why Not and counter that Dino down. But the Bronzor, it's not looking good for us because of the Budew's weakness to confusion and Bronzor just being overpowered for the Little Cup. So yeah, this is going to be a loss here. It's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes you can't win them all, especially if you're going up against a Bronzor. You do not have one yourself. But hey, we're still going to play this one out and see how it does work out. We're going to go ahead and just take the Side Shock to the face. In comes our Why Not here, and I'm like, all right, you got it. I don't want to waste your time any longer. So we are going to be at rank 7, as you can see here. We would have been at rank 8 or 9 by now if we were not messing around, but like we described, there is no rush to call to get to rank 10. Everybody's going to be able to get there as long as you try. So taking a look at the charge moves I'm going to do, you're like, well, what's the point of having both of those charge moves? Well, the energy ball is actually going to have the chance of lowering the defense. It's going to cost a little bit more energy, but there is that chance. And as you can see, right as we said it, we lowered the defense on the Stunky, able to take it out a little bit quicker, so it's not able to dig into our Why Not with that super effective bite. So that's the benefit there, as well as the other move. It's not going to cost as much energy. It could just be like a potential bait move. So just a little heads up. Although going for Grass Knot when you know they're going to shield anyways could also benefit you, because even if they do shield up, you're going to be able to potentially get the defense debuff, which is going to help you and potentially make them swap out when you come in with a new super effective Pokemon, doing that much more damage. So we have the Bronzor out here. Okay, so we're going to be going for the Mirror Shot or Mirror Coat and just, you know, doing a little bit of chip damage. Coming in here with the Stunky, we do have 2 shields, so we're in a beautiful position here. They're going for the Side Shock, trying to get our shields out of us. And that's perfectly fine. I don't care. I'm going to shield him up anyways. And he's deciding to quit out. That was his last Pokemon. And we're able to take the win there. Fantastic. So both of these Pokemon are doing great for me. I'm putting the Why Not on the team because we need some sort of a tank. We need a tanky Pokemon because of the Bronzors roaming around. So we're up against an Igglybuff here, and this is awesome. We're going to go ahead and let this Body Slam go through. And our Razor Leaves are just tearing it apart, and they did try to make a swap there to take out our Budew while we did have energy. Very nice. But we did make a swap on time into our why not here? Absorbing the crunch because it is just that tanky, and we're able to counter down the Dino with that super effective counter damage. And we're just going to go for the Mirror Coat immediately. We do not care what they're going to be bringing in. It's going to be an Iggly buff, and then they do have the Bronzor in the back, and this is in the bag for us. We're just going to simply come in here with the Stunky and bite that thing into oblivion. It doesn't matter if it has 100 shields because we're not going to get off a charge move at this point, since they do have all those shields, and our bite is what we're going to pretty much be relying on to do all the damage to that Bronzor while we're taking resisted damage. Now, say if they did have Tackle, we probably wouldn't be in the best position because Tackle is going to be actually doing a decent amount of damage to the Dark and Poison type, which is going to just be neutral. But it is confusion and resisted, so we're able to bite it on down. Into the next battle here, we're met with an Nincada, and this is actually going to be a really good Pokemon. You guys already know, we made a video. This is the first thing I used in the little cup, and it was magnificent. Probably going to go back to it. I did buy a secondary move, and man, that was expensive. And again, we have the opponent trying to take out our Budew with that super effective damage before we get off our charge move, and we are making that swap into our Stunky just in time. So they're getting a shield out of us with the Size Strike or Size Shock. Oh boy, wouldn't that be something if Bronzor had that? So our Stunky putting in work here. I think we're going to let this go through. We're going to call a bait here. Fantastic. And it was a bait. So we do save ourselves a shield. And we are going to be catching a Lugia. So once you do reach rank 7, if you do have the Pokemon encounter for your rewards, if you're able to unlock that, then you're going to be able to encounter Lugia. And as you're going to see, it will have Aeroblast. And it also can be a shiny. So that's pretty awesome as well. But the only downfall about catching legendaries in Go Battle League is it takes forever. Man, I know everybody wanted them to come back, and I'm not complaining or nothing, but man, it takes a long time. So anyways, the Nincada is putting in work, hitting us and taking us down. Very nice. So Budew, it put in work. We won 3 battles with the Stunky. This was the first set that I did use with it, so we're looking great. And then I was met with a surprise Lugia here. Kind of took me back for a second. I completely spaced out the fact that we're going to be able to actually encounter legendaries in the Go Battle League once we did reach rank 7. So that's pretty awesome. If you're not able to get out there and raid, or you don't have too many friends in your friends list, you're going to be able to just get these on your own here. So I was hitting excellence after excellence. I was trying to catch it in the regular Pokeball. But eventually I broke down and I was like, okay, we're going to use the one Ultra Ball we have. Watch this. So we're going to go for that excellent here. I think it breaks out and I'm like, all right. We used about 60 Pokeball. Well, no, we used a lot. No, 60 or nothing like that, but we used a lot. So we have a 1 Ultra Ball. We used a Golden Raz. We got an excellent on our first try with it, and it stayed. So looking great. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more of those Go Battle League battles for Pokemon Go. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.